go the opposite direction. What's going on, everybody? Salute, salute. What's going on? Welcome to Zone864 TV. I'm your host, Mr. Zone864. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. But if you can't, I'm sure whoever comes in the chat will let me know. Zone, we can't hear you. And I have this video in horizontal mode. The old school way. And trying to make sure I got everything centered. But oh well. If you're watching this video live or recorded, please hit the like button. And please hit the subscribe button if it's in your heart. Hope everybody's doing all right. It's Thursday. My apologies for the view. Sorry about that. Sorry about the sun. But it is what it is. Try to keep it out the view as much as possible. But like I said, I hope everyone is having a good day today. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the stream if it's in your heart. Subscribe to the channel, I should say. Not subscribe to the stream, because you have to like the stream. You have to subscribe to the channel. So, and because of the brightness of the sun, I can't even really see the screen right now. So, in a minute, when I bend this corner, I'll be able to see the screen when the sun is not as reflective. There we go. It's a little bit better. A little bit better. Hey, what's going on, Cynical One? Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for liking the stream. Just wanted to go get in the algorithm, you know, so my channel isn't just floating out in the YouTube ocean like some seaweed here. I'm doing all right, Cynical One. Doing all right, Cynical One. Thank you for asking. Doing all right. I'm just trying to get readjusted. And I apologize for the sun, y'all. Apologize about that. But just bear with me. Just bear with me. You know, just bear with me. But I'm just trying to get readjusted to being on the West Coast. Just coming back from the East. Just coming back from the East, had to handle some family business. So it's a two-hour time difference, and it's not that big of a difference because, well, it's about to go to a 3-hour time difference next month, which is in a few days. But you know, man, just flying from one coast to another coast. You know, different time zones. You get to the East Coast. It's later than what it actually is. You know, and you be up late. Everybody else be going to sleep because for you it's still early. And then you wake up late because everybody else wakes up early, but your body thinks that it's still early, but everybody else be up. But yeah, man. So that is what the stream is. The stream is a get back in the algorithm stream. You know, the old school way, the horizontal, old school way. You know, I want real viewers. I don't want a bunch of bots and, you know, all of that. You know, plus it's an IRL stream, in real life stream. That's what they say now. IRL. Come up with all these goofy acronyms for live streaming. Live streaming is just live streaming. That's all it is. Live streaming is just live streaming. That's all it is. You know, people come up with all these goofy names for live streaming and stuff like that. Man. But I'll tell you what though. I'll tell y'all what though, man. Like, and this is gonna sound really weird, a little bit weird, so don't judge me. But right now, you know, I used to take walks faithfully. Sometimes real early in the morning, sometimes later in the evening when the sun is setting. Because right now, it's a whopping 81. It's 81 degrees right now. Yesterday, it was 90. And I'm gonna be honest. For Phoenix, that's not really normal. Right now we're supposed to be like 70. So they definitely have the weather machine on. They definitely have the weather machine on. For sure. Because being here, 20 something years, basically all my life, I don't remember a February where it's ever been this warm. Just like last summer, 2024, from 1990, the first time I came to Arizona, the first time I came to Phoenix was 1996. Yeah, 1995 or 1996. I think it was 96. That was the first time I came to Arizona. Last year, 2024, I don't ever remember a summer. I don't ever remember a summer as hot as last summer. Last summer was brutal. It was brutal last summer. Like, it was insane. I don't ever remember. Now it gets hot in the summertime, but I don't ever remember a summer like last summer. I mean, we was 118, 119, 120, 121 consistently for like 6 months, 5 months. Soon as the end of April hit, oh man, it was on. It was on. So, I'm not sure if I'll be retiring here. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because I'm not gonna be 60 something, 70 something dealing with no 120 degree weather. Not me, not Zone. But yo, I just feel really grateful right now. I just feel really blessed right now. And I'm saying that because, like, oftentimes, we get so caught up in life and we get so caught up with politics and, a lot of BS that, oftentimes we just forget about living, and we just start existing. And and it just causes us to go on a hamster wheel where we just continue existing and existing and existing, and we focus on a lot of stuff that doesn't even matter. And then something in real life hits you, like, a family member gets sick. Or you lose a loved one. And then you start wishing that, you were better prepared for whatever it is that's going on. And, it just causes you to fall out of that fairy tale place. My apologies for the wind as well. So I just feel really grateful, and I feel really blessed that I have another day to try and be better, man. Try and be a better person. Because far too many people sacrifice for me and you, they sacrifice too much for us to give too little. Feel me? So you got to pay it forward. Pay it back by paying it forward. Just trust me. People have done things for you that they didn't have to do. In fact, they've done so much for you, just keeping it all the way 1,000, that you'll never be able to pay them back. You'll never be able to pay it back, right? So the best way to pay it back is to pay it forward. And that's something that people just don't understand. You know? Yeah. Make sure to hit the likes. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Oh yeah. That sun's starting to feel good now. Make sure y'all get out and walk, man. Stop sitting in front of your TVs. Stop sitting in front of your computer screens. Stop typing on your keyboards, man. Make sure you get out and walk. Make sure you exercise those legs. Make sure you exercise those lungs. You know what I'm saying? Get that heart going. Get a little sweat going. Shoot, man. I might start back waking up. Even though I work nights, I might start back waking up at like 5 in the morning. Going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I'm talking like I'm an old man, but technically I'm halfway an old man because, you know, your 30s. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know what I'm saying? That's about halfway there, you know? But obviously the goal is to live as long as possible. So you gotta take care of yourself as long as possible. You gotta do everything. You gotta do everything you can do as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take as many walks as you can as long as possible. You gotta do as many push-ups as you can as long as possible. You gotta bend your girl over as long as possible. Oh, forgive me, man. There I go. There I go. There I go. Uh-oh, jump. Move. Yeah. Got to do all that as long as possible. But, yeah. You know, something I want to talk about too. I know we've been seeing a lot of news reports, you know, about these planes and stuff. you know, plane issues. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, don't fall for the propaganda. Listen, y'all, I've been flying for 30 years. The first 36, I'm 36 now. And the first plane ride I ever took was in the year 1996. It might have been 95. What's going on, my guy? Good, Brad. What's going on? Yeah. The first plane ride I ever took was in 1996. And listen, the last plane ride I took was in 2025, February of this year. And I'm gonna tell you guys like this, right? And I get it, I understand. There actually is a greater, you know, people think driving is safer than flying, you know? And but here's the thing. The thing about it is that, you know, there's actually greater chance of something happening to you when you're driving. Because you got a bunch of idiots that get out here every single day and they, you know, they're looking at their phones, they're texting and driving. Now, I will tell you this. I have flown in every time zone in the United States of America. I have been in every time zone in the United States of America. I have flown in every time zone in the United States of America. Now, when the President of the United States, Donald Trump, signed something, it had some executive order to do with release of privacy or something like that. What that did now is that means that news agencies, they can no longer censor information. So while you're a lot freer to say what you want to say on certain social media platforms and things like that, at the same time, what happened is now a lot of the mainstream news sources, now they also can't you know, they can't hide information. So that's why we're seeing so much information about these plane issues. And guys, listen, there have been times when I've been flying into Atlanta, and sometimes the runway is too icy. There have been times where I've been flying out of Atlanta and you know, I have to wait. My whole flight get delayed by a whole day because you know, a plane has got too much ice on the wings, or they don't have enough staff to be able to work on these planes. So they have to delay you until either they can either get the aircraft fixed, or ooh, that stank. Ooh wee. I just passed by a doggy shit trash can. Yeah. So a whole different airport. Like for instance, right? Last year when I flew back home, when I was flying from Charlotte to Houston, there was a weather storm, and it delayed my flight by 4 hours. So even in 2025, ironically, when I was flying from Charlotte to Houston, there was a there was a water pressure issue with the aircraft, and so it delayed our flight by 30 minutes. This was Frontier Airlines. Frontier Airlines. Now, let me tell y'all something about Frontier Airlines. So last year, normally when I fly, I typically take United or I typically take Delta. Now, I don't know what is going on with these airlines, but a lot of these airlines, like typically what I used to do is I used to fly from Phoenix to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte to Greenville, or Phoenix to Charlotte, Charlotte to Asheville, or from Phoenix to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Greenville. But a lot of these flights, they don't have these same routes anymore. So you're forced to take different, different airlines. So last year was my first year taking Frontier Airlines, and from west to east, perfectly fine. From east to west, it was a hard time. And so what I will say about Frontier Airlines almost a whole year later, so I'm taking Frontier Airlines this time because, number one, Frontier Airlines was the only airline that had the route that I needed in the time that I needed it, because I needed to be home so I could help bury my grandfather, right? And I needed to be there in a certain time. All these other flights, they had all these different routes, and I'm just like, why do I need to fly from Phoenix to Miami, and then Miami to North Carolina, and then North Carolina to South? Like, it's ridiculous. So Frontier was the only airline that I could find that was gonna get me to where I needed to go. So, I took it. And the funny thing is, y'all, Frontier Airlines, right? Number one, the price is actually decent. It's hard to beat Frontier Airline prices, right? And for me, I never been prideful. You know what I'm saying? I never just been like, oh, I gotta be first class, or, I gotta just fly this airplane. Nah, I don't work like that. And the reason I don't work like that is because when we all pass away, we're either going in the ground or we're going in the incinerator. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my time, over, which airline is taking me here or there, when the front of the plane is going to get there at the same time the back of the plane is going to get there. So I'm not going to waste my time with that. But anyway, there was a water pressure issue with the aircraft from Houston to Phoenix, Frontier Airlines, and they got it fixed. And in fact, the funny thing is, even though we had a delay, we actually ended up getting back to Phoenix early. So I don't know like what they're doing, but salute to Frontier Airlines, because they definitely had us back ahead of schedule. So yeah, but the long story short, even though that was a long story, airlines have always had problems, especially if you're flying, in the winter. You're gonna have problems because you have snow, you have ice, you have hail, you have sleet, you have blizzards, you have all of these things, right? And then in the summertime, spring, you're gonna have delays because, well, it's warm. Everybody wants to travel in and out of the country. People want to go to their favorite vacation spots. So just as a person who's been flying for literally 30 years, I would say that flying is still pretty safe. Granted, anything could happen at any given time. So you know, always, um, if you can, you know, I would always suggest booking um, a one-way flight if you can, or if you can't book a one-way flight, I would suggest booking uh, in airports that aren't so busy, right? So if you can avoid flying into LaGuardia or JFK and fly into some other airport, do it. You know, if you can avoid flying into um, Baltimore, you know, and fly in somewhere and drive in, do it. You know, if you can avoid flying into Atlanta or Miami and fly in somewhere else and drive in, I would recommend that. Just because, you know, the busier the airport, um, the more of a chance there is, excuse me, for something happening. Um, so yeah, so you know, so and you know, anytime you see, a massive report on multiple things like over and over and over, best believe there's some type of propaganda in that as well. So, you know, and like I said, y'all, this is just to get back in the algorithm stream. And I just wanted to keep this stream really light, really short. So been on here half an hour, so I'm about to be out. Got to get my day started. So make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. And be grateful. Be grateful that you have another day. Be grateful that you have another day, man. Don't take no days for granted. You know? And if you can help somebody, or if you can give somebody a word of encouragement, do it. Stop caring what other people think, and stop doing stuff for other people. Don't get married just because of the pressure to get married, legally married. Plus, the Bible says that when he knows a woman, that's his wife. And by knowing a woman, that means being intimate with a woman. So don't do nothing because other people want you to do it. Don't do anything because other people want you to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Don't take that job because other people want you to take that job. Don't do nothing in life because other people want you to do it. You got to live your life to the fullest, and you got to make your own decisions for you, because this is your life. And when it's over, it's over. Rock with those that rock with you. Love those that love you. Appreciate y'all for watching. What's going on, XL Pro? So, yeah, man. Ain't nothing changed. It's because we got a new president. Ain't nothing changed. Still got to get money. Still got to take care of your family. Still got to hustle. Feel me? So, and y'all can follow me if you want to. I'm on Instagram, Zone864TV on Instagram. That's where I be at most of the day, most of my time, sometimes when I'm not busy. Feel me? You know, Try not to get ran over. Try not to get ran over. Yeah. So, and fellas, man, yo, make sure y'all take care of yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason for you to have a beer belly. Feel me? Do some sit-ups, some push-ups, something. You know? Get some protein in your life. Stop eating all these empty carbs. Because you never know. You never know when you might have to pick somebody up. You never know when you might have to run. Strange fact. Did you know after the age of 30, most adults never really run full speed again? After the age of 30. Most adults will never run full speed again after the age of 30. So that's why it's important for you guys to use your legs. Make sure you walk. Make sure you wear the proper shoe. Make sure you exercise your cardiovascular system. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't lift weights, you know what I'm saying? I got a little something. But I'm gonna start back. I might start back lifting. But when I start back lifting, I'm just gonna lift to get cut though, cause one thing about, when you put on muscle, it's hard to maintain, man. So for me, because I don't really like going to the gym like that, like I used to, I just like to do my own thing, walks here, there, calisthenics, I don't do all that lifting, because the more lifting you do, the more you got to maintain, the more protein you got to take in, all that kind of stuff. So, I just try to maintain, you feel me? So, I appreciate everybody for watching. And again, make sure y'all hit that like button. I think I'm gonna leave this one up. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Love y'all. Be safe. Take care of yourself. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.